Good morning, everybody. It's Vapix here from Subjugated Gaming, bringing you more of the World Cup from Horus Heresy Legions. This is round 8 for us. So, after getting absolutely flogged last round by Wes, I was pretty excited to get into another round and hopefully not get flogged. Now, my opponent is... I can't remember how to pronounce his name. It's a weird name. Regardless, he's a pretty good opponent. I don't know him personally or anything, but I'm keen to get into it. I think I decided to play Ironman first up based off his Warlord, so let's get into game 1. So yes, I do decide to play Ironman, and he plays Captured Mandragorax, and I was like, interesting. Now, I did modify my decks a little bit versus these decks so I could try and get rid of their tactics, and I was like, okay, we can win this matchup. We can definitely win this matchup. We know what we're doing. It's fine. We start with Lord Malk. Feels pretty good. End turn. He scans and signature. He shoots, that's fine. We know this is going to die next turn, so we definitely want to utilize it. He uses his counter attack, which is actually good for us. It's one less card Patterns could reveal. So I decided to get Patterns off early, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's exactly what I decided to do. And we steal a Skitari squad. Sakatari, whatever it is. And we decide to play it. That way it's harder for him to actually kill on my shit. If he shoots, he could hit these two, hit me, hit this, whatever. It makes it a little harder for him. So he gets rid of Lord Mouth there, but we have a full health Skitari, which feels pretty good. We get Astral Warfare, which is kind of lame, but whatever. We play Command Bridge, and with Command Bridge we hit Edict, and I'm like, perfect. Amazing. This is going to destroy his hand. It's Captured Mandragorax. It's going to absolutely decimate his hand. We just have to hit it at the right time. Now we get the Helios Mortar Carrier off the Abandoned Supply, so I'm like, oh, this changes my plan for next turn. Unfortunately, Edict does get rid of Ashen Blow and Astral Warfare, so we're basically just going to have to use them before we do it, like especially Astral Warfare, just to be able to utilize our energy. Now again, we're feeling pretty good here. We land Mortar Carrier. There's no point in protecting it, because we know he won't have any troops that will be able to attack it. Actually, we do protect it, so he can't attack it. Yeah, that's right. So he can't play like Mortar Strike, it hits here and he swings at it. That's why we did that. Unfortunately, he has Melk. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. And he plays Skitari squad, and I'm like, okay, well, I do plan to play Edict soon, so now's a great time to play Astral Warfare, I think is what I do here. We draw the other Mortar Carrier, which actually feels really good. Yep, we play the Astral Warfare, gets rid of the Skitari squad, ideally, or at least hits it for 2 so we can swing at it. 5-4-4 feels pretty good. And then we do decide to Edict here, okay. And wham, there goes his entire hand. Because we knew that the Sakatari squad was the only thing. Unfortunately, he does top deck the Mortar Carrier here, and I was like, well, that's a really good top deck for you. But we're not feeling too terrible right now. We can play our own. We've got the Ashen Blow coming up soon. Hopefully we get lucky with our strikes. I did toss up between playing Penthu and Fire Alpha this turn, but I was like, no, we need the Mortar Carrier down. We swing there, and we hope that the 3 damage gets him. Fortunately for us, it does, and that's feeling pretty good. Now, what did he get? Can't even remember what he got here. Ah, okay, Lazaraf. Okay, now here he hopes for the random 3 damage to hit our Mortar Carrier. And lucky for him, it does. And that was pretty sucky, but I was like, okay, now this is fine. This is fine, right? We swing, get rid of his Mortar Carrier, and we will play our second Mortar Carrier. If the random 3 damage hits his Lads Rifle, we're feeling really good here. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I also didn't want to protect this because we've got Ashen Blow. We really wanted the energy here. He plays his Void Engagement that he top decked. I was like, okay. He misses, so he got a troop. He shoots. For some reason, he swung his Lads Rifle at me. I think he's trying to push the damage to win, because he knows he's out of cards. That's right, he top decked his Goldstone. Swings the Goldstone face. We're down to 6, which feels really bad here. We draw a Duke though, and I'm like, okay, Duke's pretty good here. We Fire Alpha, healing ourselves to make sure we're not dead in the water. We play Penthu because we're going to need more heals. And we swing our Mortar Carrier there, because again, his turn is probably, he's going to have to swing here to get rid of it. So I was like, okay, if he wants to guarantee getting rid of a Mortar Carrier, then it feels good. He doesn't, he shoots, he gets those 2, I'm like, okay. He was really hoping to hit the Mortar Carrier, we feel good. Now here we definitely want to heal the Mortar Carrier, but we've got to heal face. We can't afford to be low on health just in case he plays the 10 drop that shoots for 2 5 times. Audible Bombardment. We get Doombringer here, which feels pretty good, but we decide to play Duke as he's a bigger body. And it's still going to get some damage in here. Plays Informant Network, which gets rid of our Mortar Carrier. Plays his ability. Unfortunately for him, he didn't hit the Penthu. But we're feeling fine here. As I'm pretty sure we've got lethal now. Yeah. Then we anchor. And we land Doombringer because we can. Just to show him the damage. So yeah, that feels pretty good. We went off a good edict. We went off a good edict, but that was the plan. So that feels pretty good. Let's get into game 2. Now next, I decide to play Alfarius, and he plays Lucretia, and I was like, damn. Unfortunately, my other warlord is Khan, and since he's playing Captured Monogorix and Horus, I didn't feel as if Khan was going to be a good match for us. We open absolutely terrible here, but we do get the drilling side, so I was like, okay, maybe we can pull something out here. Thunderhawk can help as well, but Lucretia is incredibly strong. We get a mortar, so I was like, okay, well maybe that can randomly hit something for us once she floods, and that feels good. Of course, she opens the underground fort, plays the counterattack, lands the Skitarii, and I'm like, well, shit. So what do I do here? Like, what exactly do I do here? We decide to swing, because I feel as if we need to at least keep her a little bit clear of shit. Like, we don't have an easy board wipe. Plays the own mortars. I'm like, okay, yep. Sucky, but yep. Yeah, we want to draw, that's for sure. We get Instrument, I'm like, okay. The Instrument can help. We swing to get rid of that. I think here, yeah, I just want to play one of many, because I really hope to get something. Like, if I get Exodus, I'm feeling really good for the protection. We only heal the 3 instead of the 5, but at this stage I'm like, okay. Doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, we get Peck, and I'm like, okay, well, actually, Peck's not too bad. If I can play his ability and give all his infantry random shit, it'll feel actually pretty good. So, I thought maybe that's okay. Now, she floods, playing the second Skitarii, and I was like, shit, basically. We really toss up what I want to do here, but I want to guarantee some shit, so we Thunderhawk here. Get rid of one of them, stun face, stun that one. Then we swing at that, because we're okay, we've got to take the damage, we just need to get rid of the Survivor, right? We then reveal Peck to see what we draw, we get whatever, but it still cycles us up, so that's fine. Lands Mortar Carrier, and that's when I'm like, oh shit. Because how do I deal with Mortar Carrier, you know? There's nothing I've really got here that can deal with it. I'm so far off the harrowing, and even when I get there, it's not going to matter. Score feels good, but we've got to get there. We swing at the Architect, it feels good, and I think we land the Mortar, yeah. Just don't hit face. And it hits probably the useless one at this stage. I'm like, okay. Would have liked it to hit the Mortar Carrier, but whatever. I'm like, oh. This does not feel good. This does not feel good at all. Good plays by him. And we take the 3 off the Mortar Carrier. So we do have instruments so we can stun it. We can use our ability to see if we can dodge him out. I'm really tossing up here what I need to do. We generate an ability. Unfortunately, we don't get the one we want. And we didn't really want to risk it. So we stun it, deal the 7. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have swung here and stunned that instead of generating our ability. But who knows. There comes the second Mortar Carrier. The Dewback. Swings at me. One that gets all that damage in. And I unfortunately am 1 turn away from score. Unfortunately. We take the 6 damage, go to 7. And the question is, what do I do here? I don't think there's a single card I could draw that would make me survive. So unfortunately, the creatures beat us. And that is what it is. So we're here to try and bait out, but it doesn't matter. We Secret Twin. Actually, we do Secret Twin here. That's right, we can do that. We try and bait this guy out. We're like, I'm thinking, okay, 3 and 5 is 8, 9, 10. That's 10 damage. Oh, Goldstone. Lethal. Without using this. Oh, look. even more lethal. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I needed to play Khan to beat Lucretia or Ahriman, but unfortunately we hit the bad matchup. That's cool. That's cool. And then we did. Man, all those effects going off. Crazy. So now he's got Captured Mandragorax or Horus to play, and I don't want to play Khan into either of those Warlords, and I've already used Ahriman, so we're stuck with Alpharius for the last game. Let's get into it. Now he decides to play Captured Mandragorax again. I'm like, okay, well, if we can just constantly stun you, we'll feel okay, right? So we throw out 2 cards, and we open dead. And then we get our supply lines. I'm like, okay, no, supply lines could be okay here. If we can get the tank out real quick, we'll be feeling real good. Reveal Alpharius, use ability. Get the Mortar Strike, I'm okay. Mortar Strike could be okay. I mean, it keeps us damage even, you know. He plays his counter attack and shoots me for 2. I'm like, okay, cool. Easy, it's fine. Classic turn 1. We can supply lines. We draw the Harrowing, which is like a whatever card for us at this stage. And we hope to get the 5-drop that turns into a 3-drop. Fortunately, we get Glaive. I'm like, well, okay. Sure, if we make it there, it's going to be really good, but we got to make it there. Now, he plays the Airborne, which he counter-attacked into. I'm like, oh. Well, that's lame, isn't it? We get Alpha Nelvet here, so I decide, I think we play Mortar Strike, yeah. We hope the Mortar Strike hits the thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I'm like, okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to take 9 damage this turn between Mortar Strike and him swinging at me. But no, he plays even better, and he plays Skitarii. Smacks me for 5. Smacks me for 2. Shoots me for 2. I'm like, well, shite, basically. And we've got double Drilling Sight here, which is kind of lame. We decided to stun the Skitarii there for some reason. I don't think that was the play. I should have stunned him. But, you know. We then Drilling Sight to play one of many. Like, okay, let's get the heals up. Please give me something. Give me Alpharius or Exodus. Give me Exodus. Exodus would be great here. Unfortunately, we get Diant. I'm like, okay, okay. He shoots them both, that's fine. Then he ricochets. I'm like, okay. Ricochet makes sense. And we get hit for 2 damage. I'm like, that sucks. Ugh. We then reveal our secret identity. Shoot that for 2. Stun it. Then we land our 4-drop. Okay, we're kind of getting there. We can stun next turn, and then we can play Glaive, right? That's the plan. Stun and Glaive. Jacks down a Mortar Carrier. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully this 2 damage doesn't hit here. Actually, one of them is going to hit here, right? That's his plan. Yeah. That's how it goes. We're down to 19. Not feeling great. So we have heaps of options here. I think we stun face. No, we stun there because we want the damage. We want to get rid of this. Ah, yep, we decided to clear board. That's exactly this game. And this is a good play here. We land down Vets, shoot here. And then we swing there to get rid of the Mortar Carrier. And we're like, okay, we got Glaive next turn. We can come back from Glaive. That's the plan here. Come back from Glaive. Glaive into the Harrowing, feeling good. Plays the Mortars, hits face. I'm like, okay, ouch. Would have preferred that to hit over here, but whatever's whatever. He plays the Void Engagement, which misses, which is lucky. Then he plays a Ricochet. He's just trying to cycle down. I'm on 12 life, which is very low, but we land Glaive here. And Glaive feels pretty good. He shouldn't be able to play much out of his hand. He's played 1 Mortar Carrier, 1 Protector. He's got already 1 of these out of his hands. But we are down to 10 life. So that's feeling pretty lame. Lands a Mortar Carrier. Shoots, gets rid of this. I'm okay. Smacks this. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And we get a 1 of many here. I'm like, okay, no, we can heal out of this. We can absolutely heal out of this. We're fine. Heal the 5 off that. Heal the 5 off Secret Twin. Go back up to 18, feeling good. I swing at the Mortar Carrier knowing that we're still behind, but maybe I should have swung face. I don't know. And we get this guy again. I'm like, okay, come on. Can I get lucky? Last 3 times I've done this, I've got the shit Warlords. Plays Mortar Strike here. I'm like, please hit face. Please hit face. Please hit face. Good. He hit face. He then lands this. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can get out of this, right? Harrowing kills it. We swing for 10, smack face. We're harrowing to get rid of that so he can't hurt us. I'm feeling like I'm going to win this. I'm feeling safe. Shoots for 2, that's cool. We're down to 11. Gets rid of the tank. I'm okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's going to happen. Plays Goldstone. I'm like, okay. That's kind of sucky, but that's okay. We'll take a hit from Goldstone, go to 8. I'm like, okay. Let's see what happens here. Let's reveal our secret identity, see what we draw. Get some more draws. I'm okay. We land the big tank. Alright, okay. We can land the big tank here. Gamma ordered this, so it can't attack me. But he doesn't know that. He might just try and like it out. And we do draw. I'm like, okay. We're feeling okay here. Maybe we can probably win next turn here. Play something decently big. We instrument. We're feeling fine. Oh. Okay. Okay. Right. Sure. What are you doing? The fact that you've done that means you've got lethal, right? Ah, so you just got massive lethal. I was like, god damn it. So after losing last round 0-3, we lost this round 1-2. And I'm feeling really bad at this stage. At the time of doing this, I haven't played my last games, and it's against Team Asia, and they're also in the top 4 in our group. And they've got 2 amazing players. They've got Spellbreaker and they've got Rekvolts, and I'm against Rek. So, and I think he's got the good Warlord matchups, which is going to be rough. So we'll see how things go. I'm not sure when I'm versing him. He's just finished up. He's actually, at the time of filming this video, he's filming off this round that I just showed you against somebody else, and then we'll be playing out sometimes in the next few days, and I'll get that up too. Hopefully, my team and I can reach top 4 still. Like these last 2 rounds, I've not played well. My teammates not played well, so we're kind of in the striking range of not hitting top 4, which is really bad for us. But we'll see how the last round goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. I really hope I get into elimination bracket. That's the goal, and then from there we'll see how we go. But we'll win. We'll win. It's fine. I'll win. All 3-0. We're good. All right. Anyways, guys, have a really great afternoon, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Oh, wow.